How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her. When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day. She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris. They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians. The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream. I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then. I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand. Yes? What is it?
What?
What the hell is your kind doing here?
Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking Cathar on this world, too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
Ooh, big man. The Jedi shooting his mouth off from behind a lightsaber, or whatever you're carrying. Hiding behind your pet Cathar, and a woman at that. We should have exterminated all you Cathar when we had the chance.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You?
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi, for you to sell your pet here to me? Now don't be so selfish. We both know Cathar aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets, but the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say? What did you do on Taris, you scum?
Put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block. But those darn Jedi.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little Cathar I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me. When I was fighting with the Mandalorians against the Cathar, I developed an appreciation for these creatures. They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser, non-human species. The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside.
You? My homeworld.
Come now. Will you let your pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price we both think is fair.
And I will see you dead for what you have done to my people!
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
There is peace. I will remain calm. I am a Jedi now. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes, yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
My Cathar blood seethes at the thought of that man still running free. I cannot stand still while I think about it, but I will not give in to the dark side either. He will pay for his crimes, though. He will most likely be following us. Me. If we could find him first, then he may not be able to set in motion whatever he has in store for us.
There she is. Get her, men. But remember, don't kill her. Yes.
So be it. It was a Jedi.
You seem to have defeated me, Cathar worm. But I'll have the last laugh in the end.
What do you mean?
You may have killed me today, but I had the pleasure of killing off your species. Not everyone who fought alongside the Mandalorians did it for their stupid concept of honor. Some of us just did it for the pleasure. The pleasure of seeing your world burn.
You animal! You wretch!
But I'm beyond your petty vengeance now, girl. You can never have your revenge.
I will not give him the satisfaction of seeing me give in to the dark side.
Worm, I killed your people on Cathar in the sky. On the ground. In their homes. I hunted them down like the animals they were. Just to see them burn. But the treacherous beasts fought back and left me with injuries that meant I could never fight again. Or so they thought.
No, I will not give it to him.
I ended up in the lower city of Taurus, and what did I find? A few of those stinking beasts living there. The male was easy enough to best, but the females proved elusive. I didn't know what happened to them after I killed the male. Until I saw this cursed woman on the auction block. But then the Jedi came and ruined everything before I could have my revenge.
You killed my father. You killed my people. You treat us like animals. You deserve to die.
Give in and embrace your hate. You're no better than me. You're nothing.
Help me, please. Do not let me give in to my anger again.
Your kind always were weak-minded.
No, I will not do this. He may die, but it will not be under my vengeance.
You coward. You weak...
That man was a beast, a monster. I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand. I know, but must I always feel the lure of the dark side? It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now. No reason for staying here for this.